That's what I told Jimmy in the post game. Some of their shots were really tough, contested, fallaways. They hit them. But then when they hit a couple of those, there's too many in that first half where, okay, we knew that and we gave them a little too much space. I mean, press up into them, make them put it on the floor, make the shot even harder. The one at the end of the half and a few of those you live with. So that did concern me. And we ran some good stretches of offense, certainly in the first half. But some of our – I think what cost us, Jeff, at times was being unsound offensively. Some of our turnovers, just loose, empty possession there. They capitalize on it. And then, in the second half, they didn't shoot it as well, but then some of our being a little unaware or unalert defensively. And to let them get going, that puts too much pressure. Our defense, we're not going to win too many games if our defense is below average for large stretches. And I thought it was partly due to them. They're quick. They run good stuff. They've got playmakers. And but we've got to be really on point with that, and that hurt us for sure. Right.
Smith and Helms, was it one of those pick your poison where you couldn't cut it, really take away all three?
Yeah, at times we switched the ball screen and they really exploited that. We were trying to get Jaden after they made one, really press up into him, and that's just it wasn't natural. We tried to make some adjustments, but in that first half with Smith and Helms, the way they shot the ball, maybe half of those though should have been more contested. Whether they make them or not when they're contested, I would like to have seen that. But then some we just weren't there. Casey played well for them too. He did some stuff. We did a decent job. You're right on Sebron. But then when the second half, when they needed him to get downhill, that's where we weren't great with our coverages. And then he got there, so they sort of hurt us a different way in the second half, and that was frustrating.
Yeah, Tony, I guess they went on that. I think it was a 25-6 run before halftime. Were you surprised you guys couldn't hold the momentum?
Yeah.
After the break, surprised about that at all?
Yeah, I mean, we said, okay, let's not let them get. If they're going to make those shots, they're going to be different. But, that's where I maybe am referring to that, just being a little unsound offensively. We got some good looks, and, you're going to make shots, miss shots, all right. But a couple of the turnovers in that stretch, and then just being out of position defensively, and they, again, capitalized, and they pretty much stayed separated most of the game. I told those guys that came in the last couple minutes, good job. You worked. I kept challenging them, keep playing. But you have to be a team on the road. It's funny, I told the team before, I said, I just been looking at least early, the road teams for whatever today in our conference, they're having a hard time. Let's try to be different. Well, we weren't different today. We weren't great. So, but we're going to have to bounce back. And again, in a game, the team makes a run for us to be good. We got to be able to not get head down, just engage and find a way to scrap out of it. And I didn't think we had that the way we needed to. And but we have to turn it around quick for sure.
Yeah, Tony, you took a timeout with about 2 minutes left there. What was your message to those guys? They kind of the starters came off right after.
Yeah, just what I shared. Pretty much, I said, again, you can live with missed shots as long as they're good shots on our part. We can live with tough shots they make. But for us to be our best, we got to, a missed coverage, a lack of communication, out of position, an unsound play, that we have to decide. And you got to fight that. You got to fight that and everything you got. And just, said we got to turn this around quick, all right? We're going to get ourselves ready, and we got to be ready to play on Monday. And I challenge those guys for 2 minutes going in, be sound and tough, and to their credit, they did.
Coach, you've largely been running a 7-man rotation of late in conference play. Does a game like this give you any pause? I know you threw Tane in there for a couple of minutes to maybe throw some other guys in there just to see what they can do, or is that?
Yeah. No, I think, again, yep, I thought we've been playing some better basketball. It's pretty much been with a 7-man rotation. Cody had a little trouble. He finished well, made some shots and did some things. Had a little trouble with his ball handling. Again, they're good defensively, and they pressure you, and they took his ball. And, again, anything, just when you're down, again, you feel a swing, a turnover, an empty possession that leads to a breakaway bucket for them. And so that's why I gave Tane a look in the second half. Yeah, of course, it doesn't mean I won't use those guys, and that's why practice and those minutes are valuable for them.
Can you unmute yourself, please?
He said,
Thank you. Tony, following up on what Zach just asked you, this is the first time you'll face one of these Saturday, Monday double lives in a long time.
due to the short bench you've been playing?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, a lot of teams as you watch are shortening their rotation as they're getting into it. I mean, that's just kind of it. And that's just being ready to play. And, with media timeouts and all that stuff, yeah, you gotta grind and you gotta fight, and play through, whether it's fatigue or just a stretch where the team gets going. So, again, the fact that you get to play, get to kind of one day prep and play against, every game, whoever's the sounder better team or ready team seems like they're successful. So, we get back and again, get ready to play against Louisville and get the guys rested up, but prepare in the right way. And hopefully we'll be a little sounder and tougher, as I said, next time out on Monday.
All right, we've got time for two more. David Teal and then Gene.
Tony, you mentioned maybe being a little inattentive defensively. Was one example of that when you came out of that timeout in the second half, and they just ran kind of
Yes.
curl with Smith, and he just goes unimpeded to the basket.
Yes.
Left hand.
Yeah, no, I just thought it was just simple. There's a ball screen. Is that the one he dunked or whatever? I mean, if that's the one, there's a few. Just what we do. I mean, that's nothing different. Just side ball screen. We try to, on that one, don't let the guy help. The big helps, and again, those things happen. But those are things we got to clean those up. So, stuff that's in our control. Like we always talk about unforced errors in tennis. There's forced errors. If they do something okay, they make it. But an unforced error where we just whatever had a brain freeze on that or whatever you want to say, and those are the ones we got to keep cleaning up to be good. So. Yes, that was, David, what I was referring to. Good, or one more?
Yeah, Tony, I'm not listening to a lot of positives out of this one, but how encouraged can you be by the way you guys shot the three today, 10 for 17 from behind the arc?
Yeah, no, guys got, again, there were stretches of good offense. Guys made some plays here and there. But again, in order to be successful, it's all got to be not perfect, but it's got to be quality. And so when one area is, kind of off or a couple areas, I mean, yeah, you can do that, but we still got separated on. But, yeah, of course, I want the guys to keep coming. And, again, I'm seeing improvement, but we got to fight for it now. And, again, this was, just you look at it, you grow from it, and respond. Thanks, guys.
Coach, appreciate your time.
Yep.